Sheepy's doing on that Scion. They have a lot of tools under his belt with this Poppy, as you've already alluded to. I like, once again, this combination SK put together.
The difference between Game 1 and Game 2 is that Selfmade hasn't been able to make a gank happen yet. This time around in Game 1, he'd already made 2 ganks happen.
Yeah.
And so Fnatic, they're not as afraid in terms of falling behind in the early game. But now, once again, going up towards the top side.
All right, Arctic Assault comes out. The flail connects too. The stun, the passive, the knockback. Whirlib and Selfmade have a fantastic duo synergy.
So we're starting to see a trend for Selfmade. He likes enabling Whirlib. And remember, we talked about how Whirlib is a player. He likes to play things like so. Let's kind of look at these comps holistically. Wait, we might have to wait because again, Selfmade trying to be proactive on the map.
Prison.
He has.
Oh man, I hate it when Sejuani and Bronze get together. Glacial Prison, Glacial Fissure, Glacial Augment, Glacial Kills. SK Gaming get themselves 2.
Ooh, Hylissang with a bad case of frostbite right there as SK find themselves another quick kill. Beautifully done. Their gold lead is getting bigger and bigger, but now we see Fnatic answer back in the top lane.
Well, definitely not the most ambitious of ganks. Reckless, though, he fancies himself.
Naturally, it's challenging. You did talk a little bit about how there's so much mobility on the bot side of the map for SK, which means that setting up that gank is much harder than it initially looks. But we haven't really seen Broxah set that much up. He tried to make something happen at level 2. He tried to make something happen at level 6, but nothing has really come from it, and now he's hanging around the bot side. He should be able to counter-gank SK as they send 4 members down to the bot lane.
All right, Bone Skewer's going to need to get channeled up, and look at this, Hylissang's already dead before he can do anything at all. SK Gaming send him for a swim. 3 kills to 0.
Properly defended, which means that he got punished. Now SK, they have their eyes set on the Dragon. They're sitting at about a 2,000 gold lead, and even after a remake had to be made, even after SK were primed and ready to find a win over Fnatic, they had to reset, they have a new draft, and they're doing it all over again.
It's beautiful. They're just not tilting under the pressure. They're showing the quality and the caliber of the players. And look at this, despite Broxah seeing Selfmade and Dreams chasing Hilly, SK Gaming still make this work.
Yeah, so you can see here Dreams, he's like, oh, well, I have a mid laner coming. The bot lane is pretty neutral. The only thing I have to be worried about is Broxah, but you know what? I have more numbers than you do. And Hylissang, he makes the mistake. He thinks he can hook Dreams under the tower. He's too close. He doesn't channel the Q for long enough, which means that the collapse can come down from SK, and they find themselves another kill, and it goes onto Crown Shot. So his ability to make do great things on playmaking champions, and mid-game fights is where we should see Fnatic trying to come back into this game, utilizing their mobility, looking for picks. But it might be Hylissang that gets picked instead.
Oh man, Hylissang's been killed by Sheepy before. And Sheepy's looking to do it again. 0-3-0. This Pyke is just getting picked on.
And I'm so impressed with SK's utilization of vision. Oh, Pyke, you want to try and clear this one out? Well, tough luck. You can see that he has no vision in the river. He can see nothing. He's aware that Selfmade and the Campeon are around, but he doesn't respect it. And he ends up getting punished and he even has his flash available. Hylissang drops, SK find themselves another kill, and this time it goes over to Campeon.
You know what? I'm still so impressed. Fnatic at 15 minutes are down 2,000 gold. And we haven't seen Nemesis get involved just yet. As you've already alluded to,
top side.
Level 11 is activated for Nemesis. There's a lot of Fnatic members coming up top. All right, Whirlib's going to be in trouble. The Culling's going to be available to Reckless. A full channel will most likely pick up a kill here. 1-2 turret shots. The stopwatch under the tower. Here comes Brippo. Kill secured by Hylissang, and a lot of tower damage is already locked down. That's a dash forward there as Campeon now joins the fight. Ring of Frost comes out. Gonna need to throw the ultimate on cooldown. Can't do so yet. The Ice Shard will not find the rage necessary. All right, Rift Herald was also picked up by Fnatic. They've got 2 kills already, and they're not done yet. Selfmade is now under trouble. Bone Skewer gets pulled backwards, and Brox is gonna go on the hunt. He needs to find that kick. He needs to find the damage. Hylissang steps forward, looking to body block. Selfmade goes down. Fnatic find 3, and Berlin erupt behind them.
And this is how Fnatic get back into this game. The swap from Reckless to bot lane to top lane enables them to find this great pick, and turn it into more and more kills. Now, Wurlip in a 1v3.
All right, this is a bold move. Of course, Wurlip teleports in, but what is the pressure play? Crownshot and Dreams have got the inner turrets in the bottom lane, and Wurlip may just be donating yet another kill. He's trying to run for his life. Dash back in. The shield's up, and he won't find a reply. 2-1-2 for Bwipo.
And what was a big lead for SK is now starting to dwindle as Fnatic answer back. These are the kind of picks they're looking for. These are the small done more to turn this around, but we don't have time for the rest of the replay because we've got more action happening.
We do indeed. It's Perion. He's already killed. Already used the ultimate. Didn't see the setup on that one. Important to note that while we were in the replay, SK Gaming secured their third tower of the game.
They talked about how Fnatic get back into the game, and it was those picks that they were able to
available. And he has teleport, and he's shoving down bottom lane. Bone Skewer from Hylissang does a little bit of work, but it won't be enough to stop the tower going down. And Nemesis is looking for initiation. Throws out some damage on that 5-point strike, but doesn't chase any further, and SK content with their fourth tower of the game.
And so there's a lot of farm that's now just going to the tower in the bot lane.
Now been pushed back towards him, and Fnatic are playing the top off the map.
Oh, here comes the engage.
All right, Hylissang is likely going to get blown up. He manages to escape with his life for now. Perion goes in. His ultimate's already been used. Ice Shot goes up. He's going low. That's the Poppycopter. That's going to block one away. Brox is low, but it's already down. Perion's out for the count. Nemesis looking to hunt a little bit more as Hylissang re-engages, finds the stun onto Wurlip. Fnatic get 3 quick kills in the mid lane.
And this time Fnatic get the teamfight execution that they were looking for. The engage did come out from SK. They weren't able to kill Hylissang fast enough, and then the turnaround from Fnatic was swift and brutal. 3 kills in favor of Fnatic.
Really nicely done. They're not done yet. Hylissang's looking for a hunt. Not going to find the skewer onto Dreams, and Fnatic set themselves up for Baron. Now, Selfmade is alive with both Flash and Smite, and they're going to get some damage onto Hill. He's going to be able to dash away to safety. This Baron will take some time, and Fnatic will go quite low.
Nemesis goes over the wall.
Dash over the wall. He's got perfect execution available to him. Here comes Perion. Flash over. Now Nemesis is going to turn his attention to Perion. True Shot Barrage flies across the Fnatic members. Baron helping out SK Gaming, and Perion's ultimate's on cooldown. He can't find the kill onto Hylissang. He's now pushed away. Nemesis takes down Perion, but SK Gaming stopped. I mean, the advantage that SK, in my mind, want to try to look for is getting one of those squishier champions, Brox and Nemesis, Reckless, Hilly, because we saw how quickly Hylissang goes down when he's focused properly. He's only sitting on 1300 HP, but this time round, it's Bwipo that's going for the initiation. He's in the middle of SK Gaming. Wurlip has bought some time, but look at that. Swing and a miss times 2, as both Sejuani and Ezreal do not hit a single target. SK Gaming are running for their lives, and Crown Shot with those Mystic shots can buy some time thanks to Iceborne Gauntlet. But SK are in trouble. They've got some key ultimates on cooldown as Fnatic are threatening Baron.
Exactly that quick shot with a lot of ultis down. Fnatic are just repositioning around the Baron, clearing out the vision. They know they have the pressure. The question is whether or not they want to run the risk of starting it. These cooldowns are not that long. Perion does have his ulti along with Dreams as well. And Fnatic, while they do have sound to soak up the damage of the Baron, it's still a big gamble. So instead, they're looking for another engage.
All right, looks like that Righteous Glory was thrown down by Bwipo. He's going to jump on a Selfmade, who's able to assault himself optically away, get to safety. Now, his ultimate's still on cooldown. Crown Shot's got the True Shot Barrage back up. And Fnatic are not going to overcommit to a team fight. If they get caught in a pit, it can go bad because of SK's team fighting power.
Fnatic know, though, that there's a big wave pushing in bot, so if they can just get the push on mid, it means they can start a fight or threaten the Baron.
All right, Perion takes a lot of damage, but they're chunking down Bwipo. Bone Skewer catches onto Dreams. Broxer was looking for an opportunity, didn't find it. That's a shutdown. That's already a bounty goal off of Broxer, but look at Reckless. He's forced to flash. Here comes Selfmade, swinging that flail around. Wurlip continues to chase. His keeper's verdict will be available so soon. The beautiful start. Reckless is down. SK Gaming get 2 huge bounties, and they bounce right back.
And the moment the Wurlip went bot, Fnatic had a decision to make. Turn to the Baron, go for a fight. But instead, they go for the fight. It falls apart for them, and now SK are back in control of this game.
SK Gaming have got the Poppy ultimate, the Keeper's Verdict. It can disengage the crucial members of Fnatic. Nemesis is looking for a push forward. Huge damage onto Dreams. Inside the pit, this is high. All right, Bwipo's the only person pushed away. Nemesis is using the Shroud to his advantage. Baron down to 2,000. Hilly finds a skewer of the dreams. Dashes in, looks for the stun. Selfmade finds the smite. He gets the Baron for SK Gaming. And now all of a sudden, Bwipo's running for his life. SK are backing away. Teleport is on cooldown, and Brox is coming to support. SK start to fall behind, but they find a way. Baron, and of course, they've now started this Baron power play with Shell v Power, and we'll see how much of an advantage it gives them. They've clawed back the gold lead ever so slightly, and with the Baron-empowered minions and a 4-man stack in the mid lane, Werlip needs to buy a lot of time. He's flashed over Bwipo, kicked him away, but that was not the target you wanted. It does allow SK Gaming to take a tower. It does allow them time onto the inhibitor turret. They will secure this in a moment or two. Brox has caught himself onto that siege minion, but he decides not to follow through with the resonating strike. That's a stun onto Reckless! The dive forward! Self-made and a true shot barrage from Crown Shot! Kill Reckless! Now Bwipo sent into his passive, and Nemesis is trying to stop the rod, but he simply cannot do it. Self-made, you are a god!
That was insane from Selfmade. He just glided through Fnatic. He had his aim pot set for Reckless. He found the target and he walks away with the kill. They've got TPs coming through. They're looking to end the game.
They've got themselves Baron buff and cannon minions to work with. Nemesis takes a gigantic chunk of damage. He's running for his life. Crown Shot is sent. 2 members of Fnatic running. The Ring of Frost is flashed away from. Nemesis escapes with his life. Teleport's being channeled. That's the 3rd in 30 seconds. Nexus turret number 2 is down. The Nexus is being focused. SK Gaming are moments away from taking down Fnatic, the world finalists.
The elation on SK's face after having to remake what looked like a 1 game. After finding that comeback, they take down Fnatic in the first game of the LEC.
Remake be damned! SK Gaming were the better team today. And that was a very, very exciting, impressive